Getting unstuck with micro productivity. We've all been there, staring at a monster task on your to-do list. Write the project proposal, close the quarter, fix the backlog, and suddenly every distraction feels more appealing than starting. I recently learned a game-changing truth. You don't need a 6-hour block of deep focus to move forward. What you need is micro productivity, breaking things down into tiny doable steps that build momentum. Think of it as progress in bite-sized pieces. One email drafted, one bug triated, one headline written. Instead of waiting for the perfect block of time, micro productivity lets you grab micro moments, even in a day packed with back-to-back meetings, and turn them into meaningful wins. Rising to Be, with new videos and podcasts weekly. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/rising to be, or become a channel member for exclusive videos and more. Visit risingtobe.com for all your planner and stationery needs. Only at risingtobe.com, helping you plan for what's to come. So, what exactly is microproductivity? Well, microproductivity is the art of breaking down overwhelming work into small, quick actions you can finish in only minutes. These micro tasks often take about 5 to 10 minutes or even less, but they stack up fast, creating steady progress while reducing procrastination. Examples include drafting report headings instead of tackling the full draft, reviewing a single comment on a pull request, sending 2 quick follow-up emails after a meeting. The beauty is both practical and psychological. Every small win gives you a little dopamine hit, which not only makes the project feel less scary, but also builds momentum to keep going. Why microproductivity works, backed by science. The hardest part of any task is usually starting. Microtasks shrink that activation energy. Once you're moving, momentum naturally carries you forward. On top of that, science shows that completing small wins boost your dopamine, fueling motivation and lowering resistance for the next step. In my own career, I used to believe that progress required uninterrupted mornings of deep work. But I've since discovered that some of my biggest leaps forward came in 10-minute bursts between a few meetings. Pro tip, pair micro tasks with micro breaks. Even 1 to 2 minutes of stepping away can reset your focus and prevent burnout. Microproductivity versus Pomodoro and the GTD. A common question I get is, isn't this just Pomodoro or GTD? Not exactly. Pomodoro locks you into rigid 25-minute sprints. GTD, also known as getting things done, thrives on massive task lists. Microproductivity, on the other hand, is lighter and a bit more flexible. It's about grabbing moments as they appear and making them really count. For example, I once tested Pomodoro with my dev team. It worked well for long coding sessions and updating websites, but when it came to doing quick replies to emails, a 25-minute block was a bit overkill. Microproductivity flexed perfectly. It lets us chip away at reviews in under 10 minutes without feeling locked into a timer. The big picture, here's the real kicker. Microproductivity isn't just about finishing your tasks faster. It's about reducing the friction of starting. It's about giving yourself permission to chip away at work instead of waiting for the stars in your calendar to beautifully align. And over time, those tiny wins add up to major accomplishments, often without the stress spiral that comes with waiting for ideal conditions. 25 micro moves you can try today, roll by roll. The beauty of microproductivity is that it works no matter your role. Whether you're leading a team, closing deals, or knee-deep in code, small steps stack into big wins. Here's how to put it into practice. Leaders and managers, write a quick note of recognition for a team member. Record one blocker in the project tracker. Send a short status update to a stakeholder. Review one dashboard metric and note a trend. Outline one agenda item for your next meeting. Record a 2-minute voice or even a video check-in for your team. Sales and customer success. Send 2 quick follow-up emails after a call. Add one note or update contact info in the CRM system. Record a 1-minute personalized video message for a client. Prepare 3 discovery questions for your next meeting. Answer 1 customer support ticket or even query. Flag 1 at-risk account for team discussion. Ops, HR, finance. Reconcile 5 entries in a financial report. Update 1 step in a process or even policy document. Write 1 short policy clarification email. Approve 1 pending request or even a form. Log 1 compliance checkpoint in the tracker. Draft 1 line for an HR update or even an announcement. Product and design. Add 1 acceptance criterion for a user story. Give feedback on 1 design screen. Write down 1 insight from recent user research. Sketch 1 simple wireframe state, like an empty or even an error state. Draft 1 clarifying question for stakeholders. Update 1 slide in a product deck. Engineering and IT. Review 1 commit or pull request comment. Write a single unit test. Document 1 API detail like a parameter or endpoint. Triage 3 bugs in the backlog. Update 1 step in a runbook. Clean up or even refactor 1 small function. Why these tiny moves matter. Individually, these micro steps may look small, but they compound fast. Progress comes not from waiting for the perfect 4-hour block, but from stacking consistent 5-minute wins. And when each person on a team contributes even a handful of micro moves a day, the ripple effect can transform projects and entire organizations. Micro breaks, small pauses, big payoffs. Micro productivity isn't just about cranking out tasks, it's also about protecting your focus. Research shows that micro breaks, as short as about 30 seconds to 5 minutes, can recharge attention and even lower your burnout risk. I used to grind through 5-hour blocks thinking real work meant no interruptions. Turns out a quick 2-minute walk to refill my water bottle often sparked a new idea. So once our team started building in these resets, we noticed sharper focus and fewer mistakes across the board. Micro productivity in real life. Bug triage hour, 10 6-minute sprints, cleared 30% of our backlog in a single week. Spec writing, breaking a spec into 5 passes, scope, criteria, risk, dependencies, and owners, turned a monster project into a daily rhythm. Customer success. 1 rep started sending 2 quick follow-ups after every call. Their close rate improved within a quarter. Watch out for the pitfalls. Micro productivity is powerful, but it's not bulletproof. Don't let it slide into your busy work. Every micro task should connect to team goals. Don't confuse it with micromanagement. Let people choose their own micro steps. Don't drown in tools. Stick to 1 source of truth for tasks and even your updates. I learned this the hard way. By breaking work into pieces so tiny, the team felt babysat. The fix? Defining clear outcomes and letting people own how they get there. Tools and templates to lock in. Micro task template, title, outcome, owner. Done. In about 10 minutes. Micro wins log, capture 1 quick win at the end of every day. Decision log, keep 1-page summaries to avoid rehashing your choices. It's visibility without micromanagement. The perfect sidekick for a culture built on micro productivity. The takeaway, micro productivity works because it lowers the barrier to progress. Paired with micro breaks and you create a rhythm that fuels both output and your energy. Try 1 micro task and 1 micro break today. By Friday, you might be surprised how much lighter and productive your week feels. And here is your 30, 60, 90-day micro productivity roadmap. 30 days, map your key workflows. Break them into micro steps. Kick off daily micro win check-ins to build your momentum. In 60 days, start tracking your metrics. Layer in your micro breaks. Share early success stories so teams see the impact firsthand. And lastly, in 90 days, expand to more teams. Use dashboards to spot trends. Bake micro wins directly into your SOPs so they become second nature. Share this awesome episode with someone you know who needs it to help them plan for what's to come. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I hate for you to miss the next episode. Now, let's get into our recap. Final thought, big wins are built from small steps. The real beauty of micro productivity is how simple it is. You don't need expensive software or a complete overhaul of your systems. You just need to start smaller. In my experience, the teams that adopted micro productivity weren't just faster, they were calmer, sharper, and more consistent in their results. Progress stopped feeling like a grind and started to feel like a series of steady, achievable wins. So here's your challenge. Try one tiny shift today. Draft a single email, outline one idea, or log a quick win. That's all it takes to set the compounding effect in motion. Tomorrow you'll do it again. And before long, you'll look back and realize just how far those micro steps have carried you along. Just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, and how you're going to do it. And then from that point, life will get out of your way. And then from that point, I just want to take a quick moment to thank our patrons and channel members. This episode would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support the show, visit patreon.com/risingtobee or become a channel member today. Thanks again for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments or in your podcast review what tip you'll be using. Keep planning for what's to come, and I'll see you in the next episode.